Okay, so today we're taking you on, like, a mental vacation. Yeah, picture a safari, or maybe some hardcore trekking in the mountains. Right, always up for an adventure, even if it's just in our minds. Exactly. But we're not just daydreaming here. We've got some seriously awesome intel from our listeners about the must-have gear for these kinds of trips. And you know me, I'm always down to geek out about the gear.
Well, the right gear can make all the difference. It's not just about comfort, it's about safety and being prepared for anything Mother Nature throws your way.
And that's what I'm super curious about. Like, what makes these specific items so essential? Let's kick things off with the Maelstrom hiking backpack. Our source calls it out for being like the holy grail of backpacks, lightweight, super durable, even has a rain cover and straps for attaching tents and sleeping pads.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid choice. You know, in environments like a safari or a mountain trek, the weather can change in an instant.
Oh, tell me about it. 1 minute you're basking in the sun, the next you're caught in a downpour.
Exactly. So that rain cover becomes your best friend. And let's not forget those straps for tents and sleeping pads. They're not just for show.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Is it really that much better than just stuffing everything inside?
Think about it. When you're trekking for hours, sometimes days, weight distribution is key. Those straps help balance the load, making it way more comfortable to carry even when your pack is full.
Okay, that makes sense. Plus, keeping things organized is always a win. No more digging through a bottomless pit of gear to find your toothbrush.
Right. And let's face it, no one wants to be that person holding up the group because they can't find their headlamp.
Preach. Okay, next on the list, we have the Merrill Moab hiking boots. Now, full disclosure, I'm a sucker for a good pair of sneakers. But are you telling me my comfy kicks just won't cut it on a rugged mountain trail or a bumpy safari ride?
Well, think about the terrain you'd encounter on these adventures. Rocky paths, uneven surfaces, maybe even some muddy patches after a rain shower.
Yeah, not exactly sneaker friendly.
Exactly. Sneakers offer minimal ankle support, which is a recipe for disaster when you're navigating tricky terrain. Hiking boots, with their high tops and sturdy construction, provide that crucial ankle support, reducing the risk of sprains and twists.
So basically, they're like little tanks for your feet.
Pretty much. And don't underestimate the importance of good traction. Those durable soles on hiking boots grip the ground, giving you the confidence to tackle any surface, whether it's dry, wet, or covered in loose gravel.
Got it. So it's about stability, support, and conquering any terrain like a boss.
They got it.
All right, moving right along. Now, this next item is one I always thought was more for like the ultimate survivalist type, the Leatherman Wave plus multi-tool. But honestly, the idea of having a mini toolkit at my fingertips during a safari or a trek is kind of genius.
Right. It's like having a Swiss Army knife on steroids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So beyond the obvious cool factor, what are some real-life scenarios where this tool would really come in handy?
Oh man, where do I even begin? Imagine you're miles from camp and suddenly your tent zipper breaks. Oh, that's the worst. I've been there.
With the Leatherman, you can fix it on the spot. Or, let's say you need to tighten a loose screw on your trekking poles.
Or open a bottle of wine to celebrate a successful summit.
Priorities. But you see my point, right? This little tool can handle everything from minor repairs to first aid to food prep. It's incredibly versatile.
I'm sold. Okay, let's talk shelter. Our source recommends Big Agnes tents for, quote, traditional camping. But they also give a shout out to the more luxurious Coleman Deluxe tents for those who prefer. And I love this term, glamping. So break it down for us. What are the key differences here? And how do you know which type of tent is right for your adventure?
It really depends on your priorities and the kind of experience you're looking for. Big Agnes tents are all about performance. They're lightweight, packable, and designed to withstand some pretty extreme weather conditions. But they prioritize functionality over, say, extra space or bells and whistles.
So they're like the minimalist, high-performance sports car of tents. I like that analogy. And then you have the Coleman Deluxe tents, which are more like the comfortable SUVs of the camping world. They offer more headroom, spacious interiors, sometimes even separate rooms, and they often come with extra features like built-in lighting or awnings.
Okay, so it's a trade-off between lightweight portability and luxurious comfort.
Precisely. If you're backpacking and every ounce matters, a Big Agnes tent might be your best bet. But if you're car camping or prioritize a more comfortable base camp, then a deluxe tent could be the way to go.
Gotcha. All right, last but not least, we have the Goal Zero Nomad Solar Charger. Now, I know power is precious when you're off the grid, But how effective are these solar chargers really? Can I actually charge my phone in the middle of the Serengeti with one of these things?
Absolutely. Solar chargers have come a long way. The Goal Zero Nomad, for example, can fully charge your phone in just a few hours of direct sunlight.
Wow, that's impressive. But why is it so crucial to have a power source on these types of trips?
Think about it. Your phone isn't just for posting selfies with zebras anymore. It's your lifeline. Your GPS for navigation, your camera to capture those incredible memories, even your emergency contact in case something goes wrong. A solar charger ensures you can keep those devices powered up even when you're miles from the nearest outlet.
Okay, that's a game changer. So to recap, we've got the Maelstrom hiking backpack to carry all our gear, the Merrill Moab hiking boots to conquer any terrain, the Leatherman Wave plus multi-tool to fix pretty much anything, our trusty tent for shelter, and the Goal Zero Nomad solar charger to keep us powered up and connected.
Sounds like you're all set for an epic adventure.
You know it. But beyond the gear, what's one piece of advice you'd give to someone planning a safari or a trekking adventure?
Do your research. Every destination is unique, with its own set of challenges and considerations.
Good point.
Understand the climate, the terrain, any potential hazards, and pack accordingly. And don't be afraid to reach out to experienced travelers or local guides for their insights.
Solid advice. It's not just about the gear. It's about being informed and prepared for whatever comes your way. Well, that's about all the time we have for this deep dive. But hey, who knows? Maybe our next adventure will take us beyond the realm of imagination.
Until then, happy trails.